Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it may be for you out there. Today, I wanted to talk about leadership pressure. And everybody wants to be a boss. Everybody's saying that they're a boss. You know, they got to go out and get the bag. And I get it. Go out and get it by all means, whatever it is you're gifted to do. There's a reward and a consequence on the other side of the pursuit or the activation of that gift, right? And so, yeah, go get the bag, but don't chase the bag, but chase and pursue and activate the gift that you have inside of you. And by doing that, you will have laser like focus on what things to pursue that are outside of you, and those things that are outside of you that are distractions that you shouldn't pursue. And both of those may have a bag in mind or a bag as a reward, but one avenue will take you towards more opportunities that will increase the bag and the opportunities for gaining or getting the bag, so to say, rather the other one will potentially knock you off course away from what your true journey should be according to how you were designed and built. And that's self leadership. That's that self piece of it, right? But so yeah, be a boss. Be a boss. By all means, be a boss. But I think we need more leaders, or more bosses with a leadership mentality. Yeah, we need more bosses with a leadership mentality. People who understand business, understand how to conduct business, and understand how to, you know, close the deal. But you also got to know how to lead people and how to lead yourself, right? And so, in doing that, in leading people and leading yourself, and in being a boss, so to speak, um, properly, along with that comes some leadership pressure, and that's what I wanted to talk about today because it's inevitable. As a leader, you are going to experience some pressure. You're going to have people pulling on you. Um, you're going to have this thing inside of you that's pulling on you. You have to be able to be a problem solver. You have to be able to redirect traffic. You have to understand all the intricate details sometimes of what you're dealing with. And you have to be able to make decisions, tough decisions on the fly that's going to impact all of those things I just talked about. It's going to impact the people, it's going to impact the process, it's going to impact the product at the end of the day. Your decisions impacts people, and that's a lot of pressure. There's meetings, there's scheduled deadlines. I mean, there's so many things that you have to meet, that are outside of yourself that pulls on your energy, it pulls on your focus, it pulls on your mental capacity, and it's a lot of things that just sit on your mental real estate. And sometimes we have to learn how to clean up and have proper places of where those things belong on our mental property, right? And so it's a lot of pressure to deal with those things and to maintain um, yourself, because you still have to maintain and keep yourself up, because the progress of the team, the progress of the family, the progress of the church organization, the progress of the business, the product, the yeah, all of that, the progress of your company, the progress of everything, that of all the people that you're leading, will only be just as healthy as the leader. And so you have to have some self-maintenance. And so I wanted to talk about, how do you deal with leadership pressure? Got all these things pulling on me. How do I deal with that? How do I cope with that? And I think for me, if you allow me for a second to explore some of my engineering teachings and scientific models or equations. And so when we talk about pressure in the science world, in engineering, pressure is just a certain force over an area. And so you have all these forces that are pulling over an area, you, the individual, the leader. You have all these forces applying a certain amount of, or all these things, people, deadlines, all that stuff. You have all these things applying a certain force over your area, over your mental space, over your mental property, right? And so I think about systems inside of a house, like your HVAC system, your plumbing system, or inside of a utility, a nuclear power plant, or all those things. You have all these different systems that function together, but specifically like the water systems, there's a certain amount of flow that has to go through those pipes. And as water goes through those pipes, certain areas of the pipes, the steel, will have certain impacts of pressure on those points. Same thing with us. You know, as life begins to circle around and flow and spin, we will experience some pressure in certain areas of our lives as leaders. And not only external pressure with having the right solution, making the right decision, pressure from meeting a deadline, pressure from maintaining a schedule, just a busy schedule. Just that's enough pressure all within itself, right? But also that internal pressure, and that's where stress comes from, right? Is not properly managing the forces that are applying to your life in whatever area it may be. It could be your family. Whatever you're leading, there is pressure and there's a force over that area that you have to deal with. And so the best way to really deal with that pressure is to learn that the pressure is not going to go away. And the more you achieve, or the more you become responsible for, the more you become a steward over, the more pressure you will experience. And so if you want to be a boss and go get the bag, go get it. But know that that pursuit comes with some pressure that you're going to have to deal with, right? And so the pressure won't go away. And therefore, I believe that that pressure is meant to be redistributed. I'll say it again. The pressure that you're feeling as a leader isn't meant for you to take on and internalize and for it to break you down. All the problems aren't for you to fix. All the solutions aren't for you to come up with. All the deadlines aren't for you to meet. Redistribute the pressure. There's certain people that's in your life that you can get involved, that if you will apply the pressure to them, and not in a unhealthy way, but in a holistic leadership development way that aligns with their goals that they're needing to do and needing to work on, that will help them achieve what they're trying to accomplish in life, it will be a gain, not only to you, but also to them. Apply some pressure. People will want some pressure, right? You know, as long as it's healthy pressure, that's what keeps us going. Your heart, trust me, wants some pressure. You don't want to have high blood circulation pressure, but you want some pressure. Because if you don't, you ain't got no heartbeat. Same thing with our lives and our goals and our expectations. Let's have a healthy amount of pressure applied to help drive us towards our goals. And so don't look at pressure. Whenever you feel pressure coming on you and you feel you're getting anxious about it, or you're getting frustrated, you're not applying the pressure properly. Okay? In that moment, stop, take 10, 15 minutes, walk away from whatever you're doing, gather yourself, and ask yourself, where am I feeling the pressure and where can I apply it? Where am I feeling the pressure and where can I apply it, right? And that will help you overcome some of the leadership pressures and the things that you may be feeling. So I appreciate the time you allowed for me to spend with you today to talk about leadership pressure. I'm sure there will be more, but I will give it as I am inspired. So thank you, DLY2, develop and lead yourself to something great. You have a purpose in life. Peace.